ஆழ்வார் திருடிகளே சரணம், எம்பெருமானார் திருடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருடிகளே சரணம், பெரியாழ்வார் திருடிகளே சரணம். ஸ்ரீசைலேஷ தயாபாத்திரம் தீபக்தியாதி குணார்ணவம் யதீந்திர பிரவணம் வந்தே நம்ம ஜாமாதரம் முனிம் நம்ம ஜாமாத்ரி யோகீந்திர பாதரேகாமயம் சதா ததா யத்தாத்ம சத்தாதிம் ராமானுஜ முனிம் பஜே லக்ஷ்மீநாத சமாரம்பாம் நாத யாமன மத்தியமாம் அஸ்மத் ஆச்சாரிய பரியந்தாம் வந்தே குரு பரம்பராம். योनित्यमच्युत पदाम्बुजे युग्मरुक्म व्यामोहतस्तराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोर्भगवतोऽस्य दैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये. मातापिता योतयस्तनया भूतिः सर्वं यदेव नियमेन मदन्मयानाम् आद्यस्य न कुलपतेरुकुलाभिरामं श्रीमत्तदङ्घ्रियुगलं प्रणमामि मूर्ध्ना. भूतं सरश्च महताह्वय भट्टनाथ श्रीभक्तिसारकुलशेखर योगिवाहान् भक्ताङ्घ्रिरेण परकालयतीन्द्रमिश्रान् श्रीमत्पराङ्कुशमुनिं प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यम्. गुरुमुखमनदीत्य प्राह वेदानशेषान् नरपति परिक्लुप्तं शुल्कम् आदातु कामः शशिरम् अमरवन्द्यं रङ्गनाथस्य साक्षात् द्विजकुलतिलकं तं विष्णुचित्तं नमामि. மின்னார் தர்மதில் சூழ் வெளிவுத்தூர் எண்ணூறுகால் சொன்னார் கழக்கமலம் சூடினோம் முன்னாள் கிழியறுத்தான் நிறைத்தோம் கீழ்மையை சேரும் வழியறுத்தோம் நெஞ்சமே வந்து பாண்டியன் கொண்டாட பற்றபிரான் வந்தான் என்று ஈண்டிய சங்கம் எடுத்துத வேண்டிய வேதங்களோதி விரைந்து கிழியறுத்தான் பாதங்கள் யாமுடைய 10. Dhivyaprabandham series of lectures in English. We've been enjoying periyAzhwAr thirumozhi with the commentary of Kanchipuram Prativadi Bhayankaram Sri Uve Annangaracharya swAmy. On the fly, I am rendering the Tamil explanation in English in a simple manner. In the previous lecture, we enjoyed periyAzhwAr thirumozhi 4th centum, 2nd decade. Alamba Virutta Konduthriyum Arakkarai. That was the decade which we enjoyed last time, where we enjoyed how periyAzhwAr immersed into thirumozhi Dividesham and Azhagar Emberuman, Azhagar Bhagavan there, Paramaswamy. He glorified this Thirumozhi Malai, the hill, the mountain there, in a greater manner, even more than the Bhagavan who is present there. Because Divideshams have greater importance, even more than Bhagavan, because the Dividesham is very dear to Bhagavan. That is the essence we have to understand. When Bhagavan himself very enthusiastically, eagerly comes and resides in a Dividesham for a very, very long time, we have to understand that that Dividesham is very dear to Bhagavan. So whatever is dear to Bhagavan is dearer to us, even more than Bhagavan. So if Bhagavan likes Bhagavatas, we like Bhagavatas more than Bhagavan. Similarly, if Bhagavan likes Dividesham, we like Divideshams more than Bhagavan. If we give a small example, we will understand this concept very easily. Let's say we have a guru and we go to the guru and we serve him. And let's say he has a child and that child is very dear to him. If we go and serve that child as well, the guru will be happier than we serving him. So what belongs to guru in this case, or what is dear to guru, is dearer to the disciple. Similarly, when Bhagavan himself very eagerly, desirously comes to Divideshams, that gives an opportunity for us to engage in those Divideshams with greater desire than the desire towards Bhagavan. That is what is shown by periyAzhwAr here. In the previous Padiham, periyAzhwAr glorified the Thirumalirunjolai hill more than Bhagavan himself. And in a continuation, he is enjoying Thirumalirunjolai, Paramaswamy Bhagavan, Adagar Bhagavan, as well as the divine hill in this next decade also, uruppiNinangai. That is the beginning portion of this particular decade, fourth centum, third decade, uruppiNinangai. Manawal Mamunigal explains in the introduction section of his commentary for this decade that in the previous decade, in the previous Padigam, periyAzhwAr enjoyed Thirumalirunjolai, Adagar, as well as the Dividesham in a particular way. He started off with Ramavataram and highlighted Ramavataram in many pAsurams and then turned to KrishNavataram. In this Padigam, in the current Padigam, uruppiNinangai, periyAzhwAr is taking a small, slightly different approach. He starts with KrishNavataram, enjoys the qualities of KrishNavataram, and sees the same qualities being present in Thirumalirunjolai Bhagavan. And then after that, he moves on to Ramavataram and then other avatars as well. So that is the connection between previous Padigam and this Padigam, previous decade and this decade. And the reason why periyAzhwAr is enjoying Thirumalirunjolai Dividesham again is he is not satisfied with enjoying the Dividesham in just the previous decade. Those 10 pAsurams are not sufficient for periyAzhwAr. It is not giving full satisfaction. So he wants to enjoy more. So he is performing Mangalashasanam to Thirumalirunjolai Dividesham one more time in the next Padigam as well. This is the introduction section for this Padigam. uruppiNinangai தன்னை மீட்பான் தொடர்ந்து ஓடிச் சென்ற. That is the first pAsuram. So let us enjoy the first pAsuram now. uruppiNinangai தன்னை மீட்பான் தொடர்ந்து ஓடிச் சென்ற உறுப்பனை ஓட்டிக் கொண்டிட்டு உரைத்திட்ட உரைப்பன் மலை பொறுப்பிடை கொன்றை நின்று முறி ஆழியும் காசும் கொண்டு விருப்பொடு பொன் வழங்கும் வியன் மாலிருஞ்சோலை அதே. Again in this Padigam, the structure of the Padigam is such that in the first two lines, periyAzhwAr is explaining a particular Leela of Bhagavan. KrishNavataram or Ramavataram or other avatars, some Leela will be explained. And then in the next two lines, the beauty of the Dividesham is explained and the connection is made that such Bhagavan, his mountain is this Thirumalirunjolai mountain. So that is how each pAsuram is explained. Let's see the word by word meaning for this first pAsuram. uruppiNinangai தன்னை. Uruppini is nothing but Rukmini. Rukmini Pirati is known as Uruppini Pirati in Tamil. Rukmini Pirati மீட்பான் to rescue her, to take her back from Krishna's chariot. Meetpan means rescuing or taking back. So here, Rukmini's brother, Rukma, this Rukma wanted to take Rukmini back from Krishna because Rukmini Pirati was in great love towards Krishna, and her brother, he arranges Rukmini Pirati's marriage with Shishupala. And hearing this, Rukmini Pirati becomes very upset, and then she sends a messenger. She requests a Brahmana to go quickly to Krishna and inform that Shishupala is going to marry her. and somehow Krishna should stop that and take her away from there and bring her to Dwaraka. So that is the request sent by Rukmini Pirati. So this Brahmana goes to Krishna and he shows that message. Seeing that, Krishna becomes very hurried and he becomes very anxious to rescue Rukmini Pirati. So he immediately leaves from Dwaraka, he takes his chariot and he comes very fast along with the Brahmana. He comes almost in the pace of wind, they say. It is explained like that. So as he comes, he meets Rukmini Pirati at the border of the town. She goes there to worship the Devi there and take a holy bath and then worship the Devi there, as normal queens will do or princess will do. And she had sent this specific message that I will go to this place, you can come and take me away from there at that time. So Krishna comes in his chariot and he takes her away. He leaves the Brahmana behind. He doesn't take the Brahmana with him. So he leaves Brahmana there and then he takes Rukmini Pirati into his chariot and then he starts from there. At that time, this Rukma, he wanted to bring her back. He wanted to bring Rukmini Pirati back. So everyone is fighting actually. Everyone is trying to fight with Krishna, but Krishna is easily defeating them. And this Rukma, he is following them. Thodandu odichendra uruppanai. That Rukma who came chasing Krishna and Rukmini Pirati for a long distance. Oti kondittu. After a while, Krishna stops the chariot and then he captures that Rukma and he insults him. He eliminates all his pride. Uraithitta uraipan malai. That is what is explained here. He insulted Rukma. Krishna insulted Rukma and then drove him back. He shaved his head and made him sit on a donkey and sent him back. This is one kind of insult for people those days. So that's what Krishna did to Rukma because he was trying to attack Krishna and trying to take Rukmini away from him. So becoming upset, Krishna did all that to Rukma. Uraipan malai. Such Krishna who is very strong, very prideful. Such Krishna is present on the mountain here or at the foothills of the mountain as Adagar, thirumozhi swAmy. That hill, that mountain, which one is it? That is the question. And for that the answer is in the next two lines. Kondrai, the kondrai trees. Poripidai nendru, standing on the mountain. On the mountain there are kondrai trees. It's a type of tree. Muripon Ariyum Kasum Kondu. It is shedding leaves and flowers and all that, the tree. And the tree's flowers and the leaves and all that, they are golden colored. So when they come down, it appears like broken rings, gold rings, and gold coins falling down. That's how the natural beauty is like that there. So gathering all of that, virupodu varangum, eagerly giving to others, distributing that to others. Viyan Malirinjolai Ade. That amazing Tirumalirinjolai is the abode of such Bhagavan, says periyAzhwAr in this pasuram. So here Krishna Avataram is enjoyed. That Krishna is currently residing in Thirumozhi, and the thirumozhi is having such beautiful natural environment. So that is what is explained in this first pasuram. Second pasuram. Kanjanum Kadiyanum, Kadirum, Marudum Erudum, Vanjanail Madia, Valanda Manivannan Malay, Nanjumil Nagam Vedundanabi, Nalirma Madiai, Senjudar Navalekum, Tirumaliran Jolayade. Another beautiful natural scenery is narrated here by periyAzhwAr. But first, in the first two lines, Bhagavan's nature and Leelas are explained. Kanjanum, Kamsa, Kaliyanum, Kaliya the snake, Kalirum, Marudum, Irudum. Kaliri is the Koleapedum, that elephant, and then Marudu is the twin trees, Yamalarjuna trees, Maruda Maram, that is Maruda trees, and then Yerudu is Rishabha, Arishtasura who came as a Rishabha. So all of these, Vanjanail Madiya, they all had mischievous thoughts in their heart. They all wanted to somehow harm Krishna, but they came in a friendly disposition. So to have them all killed in their own mischief, Valarda, one who grew up in Tiruvaipadi, in Gokulam, Manivannan Malai. That Krishna, who is having precious gemstone-like complexion, that Krishna is present on this mountain. Which mountain? Thirumozhi Malai. What is the speciality of this mountain? That is explained here. Nanjumil Nagam, the snake which is spitting poison. These huge snakes, they are like pythons and cobras, big ones. Nalirma Madiyai, they are trying to reach the cool moon, that cool, complete moon, full moon, which is floating on the mountain peak. This snakes, the huge snakes there, they are thinking, or one snake, let's say, one snake is thinking that this moon is my food, is my prey. And எழுந்து அணவி செஞ்சுடர் நான் அழைக்கும். It is expanding its hoods and showing its reddish tongue and trying to reach out to the moon. So that place is Thirumozhi, says periyAzhwAr in the second pasuram. Third pasuram. மனு நரகன் தன்னை சூழ்போகி வளைத்தெறிந்து கன்னி மகளிர் தம்மை கவர்ந்த கடல் வண்ணன் மலை புன்னை செருந்தியோடு புன வேங்கையும் கோங்கும் நின்று பொன்னரி மாலைகள் சூழ் பொழில் மாலிரஞ்சோலையதே. Next pasuram. Here Narakasura Vadham is shown, but periyAzhwAr shows it in a slightly different way. We will see it how. And after that, in the second part of the pasuram, all the beautiful natural environment is explained. Manu Naragan Tanne Shulbogi. The Narakasura was thinking that he was immortal. Nobody can kill him. Such Narakasura's death was planned by Krishna. Palaith, without him escaping, Yerindu, killing him with his chakra. And then he releases the 16,100 Devastris, that is, women from Devalokam. Kadalvannan, such Krishna, who is in beautiful ocean-like complexion. His mountain is, now that mountain's description, Punnai Serindiodu, Punam Vengayum, Kongum Nindru. Different trees are shown here. That shows the richness of the natural environment there. Punnai trees, and then Surapunnai trees, and then Vengai trees, and then Kongu trees. All of these trees, they are all beautifully available in that mountain. பொன்னரி மாலைகள் சூழ் பொழில் மாலிருஞ்சோலை அதே. பொன்னரி மாலைகள் சூழ், that is, பொன்னரி is a golden ornament. Just like it is placed around a person or placed around this mountain, it is appearing in that manner. And that is because of the beautiful different trees which are all fully blossomed with flowers. So that is the pasuram here. One little subtle thing which some of you may have noticed, மன்னந்தரங்கன் தன்னை சூழ் போகி வளைத்து எரிந்து, that is what is explained as the killing of Narakasura. But usually we hear the incident, we hear the history that both Krishna and Satyabhama went, and Krishna got fainted. He fainted. So Satyabhama became upset and became angry, and she killed Narakasura because Narakasura had a boon that he could only be killed by his own mother. And he is the son of Bhumipirati. Bhumipirati's son was Narakasura, but he became astray. He became a bad person over time. And then she decides to punish him herself. So that is how we hear the story. But here it is said that Krishna himself killed Narakasura with his Sudarshan Chakra. It could be Kalpa Bedam. In one Kalpam, it could have happened in one way, in another Kalpam, Brahma's another day, it could have happened in another different manner. So this is the pasuram, third pasuram. Next, fourth pasuram. மாவலி தன்னுடைய மகன் வாணன் மகளிருந்த காவலை கட்டடித்த தனிக்காலை கருதும் மலை கோவலர் கோவிந்தனை குரமாதர்கள் பண்புரிஞ்சி பாவலி பாடி நடம்பயில் மாலிருஞ்சோலை அதே. Another beautiful natural aspect is highlighted here. மாவலி தன்னுடைய மகன் வாணன் மகளிருந்த. So Mahabali's son was Banasura. You have to see the generation gap there. Mahabali was there in Trivikramatara's time. After that, Ramavatara had happened, and then finally Krishnavatara has also arrived. Even at that time, Banasura is there. Mahabali's son is Banasura, and these are demons, so they have very long life. That Banasura, he had a daughter, Usha, and that Usha had a dream that she is with some man, very beautiful man. And her friend Chitralekha tries to find out who that man is, and finally they narrow down to Aniruddhalwan, that is the grandson of Krishna. So Krishna himself goes. So Aniruddhalwan was in Dwaraka, Krishna's grandson. At that time, Chitralekha goes there, and she brings the grandson of Krishna to Usha's Anthapuram, private quarters. And then Aniruddhalwan and Usha, they like each other and they marry each other in Gandharva Vivaham, just there, without any Vaidika rituals, and then they are enjoying together in the private quarters. Mahabali's son Banasuran, he comes to know about it, and then he imprisons Aniruddhalwan. Knowing this, Krishna comes and fights with Banasura and finally frees his grandson, and also eliminates Banasura's 1,000 shoulders, 998 shoulders, and leaves him with just 2 shoulders, and accept him as his Sambandhi, that is in-law. So that is the incident here. மாவலி தன்னுடைய மகன் வாணன் மகள் இருந்த காவலை கட்டழித்த. So Mahabali's son is Banasura. Banasura's daughter is Usha. Usha is the wife of Aniruddha, and both of them are imprisoned. And Krishna comes and wages war against Banasura and eliminates all the hurdles and all the difficulties for Aniruddhalwan and Usha. Tanikkalai, matchless youth, that is Krishna. Krishna is having grandson, still he is said to be youth because Bhagavan is having divine form. It is not bound by the materialistic laws of old age and all that. So Krishna is still young. Karudum Malai, such Krishna likes this mountain very much. Puramadargal, all the nomads, the forest or mountain dwellers, all the women, Kovalar Govindanai, the Krishna who has done Govinda Pattabhishekam by Indra. Indra did Govinda Pattabhishekam, that is hailing him as supreme and hailing him as the leader of cowherds. So that Krishna, on Krishna, Kurinjipan Pavoli Padi Nadam Payil. With the Kurinji tune, Kurinji is a type of tune, they are singing songs with that Kurinji tune and also dancing joyfully. Such place is Thirumozhi, says periyAzhwAr in this pasuram. Next fifth pasuram. Palapala Nadan Chulli, Paditha Sisubalan Tannai, Alavalamai, Tavirtha, Adagan Alankaran Malai, Kulamalai, Kolamalai, Kulirmamalai, Kotramalai, Nilamalai, Nindamalai, Thirumozhi Ade. This Thirumozhi Malai is greatly celebrated here. Kulamalai, Kulirmamalai, Kotramalai, Nilamalai, Nindamalai, Thirumozhi Malai. That is how it is celebrated. Let us see the pasuram's meanings. Palapala Nadam. Solli Paditha Shishubalan Tannai. Alavalame Tavirtha Adagan. Alavalame means blabbering. Shishupala is blabbering constantly and is talking bad about Krishna in many different ways. So such Shishupala, his cheap activity, Krishna eliminated that. Palapala Nadam Solli Paditha Shishupalan Tannai Alavalavai Tavirtha Adagan. Whatever is blabberings until then, that was eliminated by Krishna. And he is having such beauty. Krishna is having so much beauty. That is why he is said as Adagan. Alankaran. Then Krishna is having beautiful decorations. So all of these are happening during the yajna performed by Yudhishthira. At that time, everyone decides that Krishna should be given the Agra Puja. That is the first honors. And then seeing that, Shishupala starts blaming Krishna, insulting Krishna, abusing Krishna. And Krishna had given a boon to Shishupala's mother that he will let Shishupala insult him 100 times, but not more than that. So he was waiting. Krishna was waiting. And he is having such beautiful decorations. That is why he is known as Alankara. Alankaran means one who is having decorations. Malai, his mountain is Kulam Malai. It is the apt hill or mountain for the servitors, the clan of servitors. And then Kolam Malai, the most beautiful mountain. Kulirma Malai, it is also very cool mountain. And then Kotram Malai, it is having victory. It is victorious always. That Jayam, it is having that Jayam. Such mountain which is having all these aspects. That is Thirumozhi Malai. Nilam Malai. Finally, the fields in this mountain, on this mountain, they are all very qualified to nurture beautiful trees. So having such land, Nindamalai, and it is also very, very lengthy hill, lengthy mountain, that is Thirumozhi Malai, says periyAzhwAr in this pasuram. Shishupala's charitram is very important to understand. Many times we hear that Shishupala was granted liberation, moksham, even after insulting and blaming and abusing Krishna. And the reason for that is explained beautifully by Nambilai in Thiruvaimozhi. கேட்பார் செவிசுடு கீழ்மை வசவுகளே பெய்யும் சேட்பார் பழம்பகைவன் சிசுபாலன் திருவடி தாட்பால் அடைந்த. In that pasuram, how Shishupala also reached Parampadam, that is explained. For this, different explanations are given. Alavandar used to say, because Shishupala was very bad, Krishna decided to lift him up and throw him into the Parampadam. But he would keep Shishupala, that Atma, in the outskirts of Parampada so that he doesn't get any enjoyment. But here, Nambillai also gives a beautiful explanation. Adavanda's explanation is that Shishupala was very bad and Krishna did not want to keep Shishupala here in this world so that he will spoil others. So he placed him in Vaikuntham without much love towards that Atma. But they give another explanation given by Nambillai for that pasuram is that Krishna showed his beautiful divine form in a very attractive way to Shishupala as he sent his divine chakra towards Shishupala's head. So as the chakra was coming from one side, Shishupala also got to see beautiful attractive form of Krishna, and he then becomes a devotee of Krishna immediately. Having gotten that Sakshatkaram, he became a devotee and then he went to Parampadam based on the desire of Bhagavan. That is also explained by Nambillai. So it's a very beautiful explanation. Because many people have this question, how come bad people go to Vaikuntham sometimes? That is because Bhagavan's desire is that, and he also makes sure that the person who is reaching Parampadam, he is well qualified. And that is what he is done by Krishna here. He showed his beautiful form, developed attraction for Shishupala towards him, and then he sent him to Vaikuntham. So such Krishna's mountain is this thirumozhi Malai, which is having beauty and then coolness and then victory and then having wonderful land. So all of these are present in that Dividesham. That is the 5th pasuram. Next 6th pasuram. பாண்டவர் தம்முடைய பாஞ்சாலி மறுக்கமெல்லாம் ஆண்டங்கு நூற்றுவர்த்தம் பெண்டிர் மேல் வைத்த அப்பன்மலை பாண்டகு வண்டினங்கள் பண்கள் பாடி மதுப்பருக தோண்டலுடைய மலை தொல்லை மாதிருஞ்சோலை. அதே தொல்லை மாதிருஞ்சோலை means very ancient திருமாலிருஞ்சோலை. It is not having any beginning. It is being there for a long time. Anadi means no beginning. பாண்டவர் தம்முடைய பாஞ்சாலி மறுக்கமெல்லாம். Panchali, that is Draupadi, is the wife of all the 5 Pandavas. To have all her doubts eliminated and having it in his divine heart, Bhagavan having it in his divine heart, Ang, as she was insulted and she was getting a lot of torment from others. Whatever it is, all those sorrows, Nutruvardam Pendir Mel Vaita. Krishna took those sufferings of Draupadi and placed them on the wives of Duryodhana and all of them. So one who did that, that means he transferred all the sorrow from Draupadi to all the other, all the women of the Kauravas. So such Bhagavan, such swAmy, Appan, swAmy, that is Lord, such Krishna is residing on this Malai, on this hill, on this mountain. How is this mountain? Pandagu Vandinangal, the beetles which are having wonderful birth to sing these songs, sing these tunes. Pangal Padi Madhuparga, as they drink the honey from the flowers, as they extract the honey, and out of great enjoyment they sing beautiful tunes, they hum beautiful tunes. Tondaludaya Malai, and then that mountain is having many water bodies, ponds, and so on. Tollai Malirinjole Agade. That is the ancient Thirumozhi Malai, says periyAzhwAr in this pasuram. Next pasuram. Ganangulayal Purutta Kanai Parithu Arakarthangal Inam Kaduvetri Edil Tol Yemmi Raman Malai Kanangoli Tellarivi Vandu Soondu Agal Nyalamellam Inanguru Adum Malai Edil Malirinjole Ade. Next pasuram. After enjoying krishNa Avataram for so many pAsurams, now periyAzhwAr is enjoying Ramavataram. Ganangudayal Purutta. Sita Pirati, who is having wonderful gold earrings, for her sake, Kanai Parithu, launching his bows. Arakarthangal Inam Kadu Yetrivitha. He killed all the Rakshasa clan. Edil Tol Yemmi Raman, one who is beautiful, my Rama, my Sri Rama, and he is also having beautiful shoulders. Malai, the mountain which belongs to that Lord, is Kanam Kodi Tellarivi. The waterfalls, they are all bringing lot of gold from the mountain. Agal Nyalam Ellam, all the expansive earths, all the expansive earth, and the people in that earth. Inam Kulu, in groups, gathering in groups, Vandu Soondu, coming and surrounding. Adum Edil. What a beautiful place where we can see that this Thirumozhi is rich with all these facilities, all these abundant natural aspects. And because of having these waterfalls, many people come and take bath in them, considering the divine or holy nature of the water there. So that is the pasuram. Next pasuram. எரி சிதறும் சரத்தால் இலங்கையனை தன்னுடைய வரிசலை வாயில் பெய்து வாய்க்கோட்டன் தவிர்ந்துகந்த அரையன் அமரும் மலை அமரரோடு கோணும் சென்று திரிசுடர் சூழும் மலை திருமாலிரஞ்சோலை அதே. நெக்ஸ்ட் பாசுரம். எரி சிதறும் சரத்தால். Sri Rama was launching arrows from his bow. The way the arrows were is explained here. They are spitting fire and they are very powerful arrows. Ilangainai. Ilangainai means the leader of Lanka, that is Ravana, who is the leader of Lanka. தன்னுடைய வரிசலை வாயில் பெரிது. Making use of those arrows and launching them using the bows. The bow is very huge bow. And placing these arrows on the bow, on the string on the bow, Vaikottam Tavirthu Uganda. The Lanka king Ravana was blabbering and is speaking so many bad things. eliminating all those aniti, all those improper behavior, and finally he got success also. Bhagavan got success also in eliminating that bad speech and so on. And finally, being happy about that, Arayan, that Sri Rama, who is the Lord, Amarumalai, the place where he is divinely seated. Amararodu Konum Tirisudar Shendrushodum Thirumalirunjolim Malai Ade. With the Devas, Indra also is coming and roaming around here. And also the Devatas leader, that is Indra, and then Chandra and Surya, they are all moving around. All of them, they came and performed circumambulation towards that Bhagavan in Thirumalirunjolai Malai. Says in this pasuram, next pasuram, next pasuram, கோட்டு மண் கொண்டிடத்து குடங்கையில் மண் கொண்டளந்து மீட்டும் அது உண்டுமிழ்ந்து விளையாடும் விமலன் மலை ஈட்டிய பல்பொருள்கள் எம்பிரானு கடியுரை என்று ஓட்டருந்தன் சிலம்பாருடை மாலிரும் ஜோலையதே. Here the Silambar, the river which is coming from the uphill, the mountain, is explained here. It is celebrated here. கோட்டு மண் கொண்டிடத்து, மண், that is, here the man indicates earth. Hiranyaksha took the earth and went into the deluge. Being Varaha Rupa, having Varaha Rupam, idanda, that earth got stuck into the wall of the universe. So, removing that attachment, code on his divine tusk or horn, on that kondu yendru kondum, that is taking the earth from the wall of the universe. Man, Mahabali took over all of the earth. He became the ruler of all of the earth. Such, having born as such Vamana, Kudangayil, inside his hand, in his palm, Kondu, accepting water, Alandu, he mercifully measured the entire world. Alandu, Meetum. After that, subsequently, during Avantara Pralayam means mid-time Pralayam. At the end of the day, there is a Pralayam. At the end of the day of Brahma, there is a Pralayam. So, such Pralayam, during that Pralayam, the earth was supposed to be destroyed. At that time, Adu Undu, Bhagavan consumed it and he protected it. So, having such the whole earth, everything in his stomach and protecting them, umildu, after the pralayam was over, when the time for Srishti happens, Bhagavan spits it out, spits the whole world out, doing this by these amazing activities. Vilayadum Vimalan Malai, playing in this manner. Bhagavan, who is completely pure, he is playing in this manner. Itiya, it is gathering a lot of items, it is bringing that. Itiya, while it is coming, while the river is coming in this force, Pal, many different items like gold, pearl, and then this ebony blocks, wooden logs, and many of those. Empiranuku, for my lord, Adiurai Endru, this is the Sripada Kanike. Whenever we go and meet some elders, we offer some sambhavana, some money and some fruits and so on. So here I have taken everything. That is, Bhagavan has taken everything, and such Bhagavan is present on this mountain where the river is falling down in the form of waterfalls and streams and so on. At that time, it is bringing lot of gold and pearl and all of these valuable items. For my Lord, for such Lord, Adiyurai Endru, this is the Sri Pada Kanika, this is the offering I give to my Lord. Otarum. And then immediately it is flowing. Otarum, Tan, Kulirnda, Silambarudai, having the Silambar, the cool river, that Silambaru, that Nupura Ganga, having that river. Such thirumozhi is the abode of Bhagavan, says periyAzhwAr in this pasuram. And then ninth pasuram. Ayrantol Parapi Mudi Ayram Minnilaga Ayram Paintalaye Ananta Sayanan Arumalai Ayram Argadum Sunegal Pala Ayramum Ayram Pumboliluday Maliranjole Ade. Here again, the beauty of Thirumozhi Malai having many ponds and water bodies are explained. Ayiram Tol Parappi. The divine form of Bhagavan has 1,000 shoulders. Sahasra Shirsha Purusha, Sahasraksha, Sahasrapad. We see in Purusha Suktam that he has thousands of heads. So, Ayiram Tol Parappi, here having thousands of shoulders. Mudi Ayiram, 1,000 crowns. Mudi means crown. 1,000 crowns. Minnilaga, all the gemstones on the divine crown of Bhagavan, to have it shining. Pai Ayiram Talaya, having expanded hoods. That is Ananta here, Anantan, Thiruvananthalvan, on Thiruvananthalvan, Shayanan, one who is reclining, one who is resting. Alum Malai, that Bhagavan is ruling over this mountain. Ayiram Noor, Ayiram Arugalum, Pala, that is Ayiram Arugalum, that is many rivers, they are all falling, they are all coming from the mountain. Pala Ayiram Sunegalum, many thousands of ponds, small ponds. And then Ayiram Pumbodilum Udai, having many beautiful gardens. Such Thirumozhi is the abode of Bhagavan, who is having killed many Rakshasas. So, that is the ninth pasuram. Final pasuram. Maliranjole ennum Malayuடைய மலையை நாலிரு மூர்த்தி தன்னை நால்வேத கடலமுதை மேலிருங் கற்பகத்தை வேதாந்த விழுப்பொருளில் மேலிருந்த விளக்கை விட்டுசித்தன் விரித்தனவே. So here Alvar is just explaining that he is the one who spoke this pasuram. And that is the Palashruti also, the benefit also shown in this Padigam. Usually in every Padigam we see that in the last pasuram it is said that one will be freed from suffering, one will be not going to Naraka, one will be uplifted and so on. So such Thirumozhi Malai is having this Bhagavan who is the cause for everything, all the good things which are happening for anyone. Bhagavan is the cause for such um, all of those good aspects. And while explaining the phalam for reciting on a pasuram, reciting the pasurams or the padigam on such Bhagavan, periyAzhwAr will say, this will bring some goodness to you, this will make you reach Paramadam, this will make you reach the great Kainkaryam and so on. But here, in this padigam, periyAzhwAr has just said that Vishnu Chitta has sung these pasurams. That means just reciting this pasuram, this padigam itself is the benefit. There is no other higher benefit. Just reciting these pasurams, that itself is a great benefit. That is what is explained in this pasuram. Malirinjolai ennum malai udai malayai. Malirinjolai ennum malai. That is the Thirumozhi malai. That is the Thirumozhi mountain is the abode for Malayai, another mountain. Who is that mountain? Which is that mountain? Bhagavan is that mountain. Bhagavan also appears like a mountain. So one mountain is on top of the other mountain. The other mountain is made of stones and rocks and all that. This mountain is the one which is on that mountain, Thirumozhi mountain, is Bhagavan himself. He is also like a Malay. So just like one mountain resting on another mountain, that is how it is here. Naliru Murti Dannai, one who is the embodiment of Attakshara mantra. Naliru Murti, that is 4 plus 4 into 2, that is 4 multiplied by 2, 8. One who is the embodiment of that Ashtaksharam. That is, Tirumantram is seen physically in the form of Bhagavan, especially Archavatara Bhagavan. So, Naliru Murti Dannai, one who is embodiment of Thiru Ashtaksharam. Nalveda Kadalamudai, one who is bringing out the essence of the ocean of 4 Vedas. These 4 Vedas can be seen as a ocean, and the essence of that ocean is Bhagavan. Menirum Karpakattai, the Bhagavan who is greater than Karpaka Vriksha. Karpaka Vriksha will give whatever we ask for, but it will not give itself. But Bhagavan himself gives himself to his devotees. So, he is a greater Karpakam. Melirum Karpakattai. And then Vedanta Vilupurlin Melirunda Vilakkai, one who is present in the essence of Vedantam. That is, one has to first extract Vedantam, and then from Vedantam, one has to extract all the important points and document it. And that all the meanings which are present in Vedantam, all of those are pointing to Bhagavan only. That is, every word, every sentence, that is bringing out some glories of Bhagavan. So, such Bhagavan, who is the meaning of all the essence of Vedantam, and then he is also known as Vilakkai. Vilakkai means one which is shining. That because of that lamp's light itself, we can see the lamp. We don't need any other additional aspect. For example, if I have to see the door, I need the light on. But to see the light, I don't need anything else. That light itself is enough. So, such Bhagavan who is like the light, Vittu Sittan Viritana. periyAzhwAr has composed these beautiful 10 pasurams, says periyAzhwAr. So, he is not identifying a separate benefit, just listening to that, just reading these pasurams, just meditating on this pasuram, that itself is the result, says periyAzhwAr in this pasuram. With this, the series comes to an end. மாலிருஞ்சோலை என்னும் மலையுடைய மலையை நாலிருமூர்த்தி தன்னை நால்வேத கடலமுதை மேலிருங்கற்பகத்தை வேதாந்த விழுப்பொருளில் மேலிருந்த விளக்கை விட்டுஜித்தன் விரித்தனவே, says periyAzhwAr. With this we'll stop today and we'll continue on in the next session. ஆழ்வார் திருடிகளே சரணம், எம்பெருமானார் திருடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருடிகளே சரணம், பெரியாழ்வார் திருடிகளே சரணம், காஞ்சி சுவாமி திருடிகளே சரணம்.